Oh. Excuse me, hang on a second here. Why am I... There we go. Okay, that was weird. I was already in the fucking call. So, hello everyone. I just want to apologize for not streaming Killer 7 today. Hey Simkey, hey Zeno, hey Soro. I think I'd like a break from streaming Killer 7 because the game is much, much longer than I thought it was. And I think I would like to stop playing it for a bit. I will finish it on stream. It's just progress has been slow, and I want something a little more my speed while I'm still in class, especially before the Metroid Mania stuff I'm going to be doing next month. I only have about 6 weeks left of the semester, and that's when I'm going to start my new schedule at the end of it. So I will return to Killer 7 at some point. This isn't a Silent Hill 4 situation. It's just going to be a while. So I hope you guys are fine with that. And I do need to point out, I am not under any obligation to actually finish any game I stream. It's really up to me if I even want to. And right now, I want to play something else. Also, to note, my original intent was to stream Yoshi's Island today, because that's what I put in my notes, but when I put together my schedule, I accidentally scheduled Killer 7 for today instead of Yoshi's Island, because I forgot that today was Easter when I made the schedule. So, technically speaking, this is what I originally wanted to do anyways. So, I apologize for that. But we are playing Yoshi's Island. I actually bought this for SNES a couple weeks ago, or maybe a week ago. This is a physical copy on an actual SNES. This is an SNES Junior. So no save states, no rewinds, I'm doing this legit. I have played the SNES version of Yoshi's Island before. I played it on Switch and I beat it, but I have never played it on an actual console before. I do have the GBA version of Yoshi's Island, and I have beaten that. But I've never owned this version before. I also want to remind y'all that y'all are getting a better image than I am, because my monitor does not let me go to a 4:3 aspect ratio, so this is stretched on my end. But thanks to OBS, I have fucked with the resolution, so it's 4:3 on your end. So you guys are actually seeing what you're meant to see. I'm getting some stretched stuff. So, for example, the text is fucking terrible. Anyways, this paradise is Yoshi's Island, where all the Yoshis live. Oh, so that's the plural of Yoshis. Hun, I've been misspelling the plural of Yoshis this entire time. They are all in an uproar over the baby that fell from the sky. Do I need to turn the audio up? Wait, the baby seems to know where he wants to go. The bond between the twins informs each of them where the other one is. Okay, twins implies they were born at the same... Are Mario and Luigi twins? Wait, I thought Mario was older than Luigi. Are they twins? Do I have my Mario mixed up? Yoshi's decided to carry the baby to his destination via a relay system. Now begins a new adventure for the Yoshis and baby Mario. So, funny thing about the history of this game, Shigeru Miyamoto, who you all should know, has described his vision for a video game as one of two things. He has described it as a storybook, and he's also described it as a garden. Yoshi's Island and Yoshi's Story are the two best examples of the storybook vision, and Pikmin is quite literally the garden vision. Though it is worth noting, the statement, or the claim that Miyamoto was inspired by gardening to make Pikmin was actually a marketing ploy. That was not his inspiration. If anything, it was a nice excuse to show off the tech of the GameCube. If Baby Mario falls off Yoshi's back, the countdown timer will begin. When it reaches 0, Kamex Toadies will kidnap Baby Mario. The more stars you collect, the safer you are. The countdown timer will slowly count back up to 10. Complete a stage by passing Baby Mario to the next Yoshi. Alright, so let me know how audio is, guys. Game is a little quiet on my end. His inspiration was the little guys. Yeah, fair. I have a Nintendo Power strategy guide for Pikmin 1 that actually includes an interview with some of the people who made it. I don't think Miyamoto was involved in that. Like, in that interview, I mean. And apparently the original design of the game used ants. That was the original testing. So how's audio? Like I said, game seems a little quiet to me. But I have it set to 10 decibels, which is usually the highest I'll go. So if I need to go higher, just let me know. Also, a fun fact about that intro level, if you somehow manage to die there and lose all your lives, you'll get an otherwise unseen icon on the main menu that says you're in World 0. It's not technically unused, but it's so hard to game over in that level that you would otherwise never see it. Because if you beat the level, the game saves and puts you in World 1. You have to game over and quit in the intro level to actually see the World 0 icon. Makes sense, usually the test versions of stuff were a bit more basic. Sometimes it can be wildly different. Splatoon originally had Mario characters. And the squids were bunnies at one point. There's actually some art Nintendo released of the original character designs. Alright. Yeah, special flower. Gather 5 for a 1-up. They add to your point total. They also add flowers to the goal ring roulette. Motherfucker. So, chat, what's your favorite Yoshi game? Not many to pick from, I know, but still curious. My favorite is actually this. As much as I love Yoshi's Story, I actually think I prefer this game. Ryujin Darkblood, thank you for the nut. Also, welcome to the stream. I think I saw you follow me the other day, so welcome on in. Probably this or Woolly World. Woolly World was really, really good, and that's why Crafted World was such a monumental disappointment for me. I actually really liked Woolly World, and I wish they had ported it to Switch instead of making Crafted World. There is a Hard Times article that perfectly sums up my opinion of Crafted World. The article's headline was something along the lines of, game really trying to make it sure you know that it's a kid's game. And the picture was of Yoshi's Crafted World. The game is charming and it is cute, but it's so painfully easy. And 100%ing it is not enjoyable in the slightest. I did not like Crafted World. I am so happy I did not pay full price for it, because I actually would have been pissed at that. Yeah, like, it's not bad. I wouldn't call it a bad game. It's just not as good as the game that came before it. Well met, fellow dragon. Indeed. Well met. Well, that... no, okay. Like I said, I have played this before. I've actually played it a few times, because I beat it once on GBA, went through it again on 3DS, because that was one of the Ambassador Program games, and since I got my Switch day one, or within the launch window, I had the Ambassador Program stuff. And then I beat it again on Switch Online. But this is original hardware, original SNES. So, I have never beaten this on original hardware. Yoshi's Woolly World would be a fun stream. Yeah, that reminds me, I still need to get the fucking power cables for the Wii U. If I can actually move it in here. Some of the Wii U still works. I wanna be honest, if my Wii U fucking dies, I'm just gonna set up Semu on my Steam Deck. Like, there's some Wii U games I like, but I have no emotional attachment to the console anymore. The only thing I'm going to miss is my Xenoblade X save data. And I was going to start over in that when it came to Switch anyways, if it ever does. The Wii U is such a wasted potential of a console. Like, I can't bring myself to care about it much anymore. But it does have Woolly World. It does have the best version of Deus Ex Human Revolution. It does have the best version of Zombie U, and the only good version, actually. And it did have the best version of Rayman Legends. I prefer the Switch version, but the Wii U version did a better use of the gamepad. Or better use of Murphy. Ah, the scratching. Almost did scratching stuff. Yeah, my favorite Yoshi game is Yoshi's Island. If it wasn't obvious, my least favorite is Crafted World. I have played Yoshi's Island, I've played Yoshi's Story. I had Yoshi's Island DS at one point, but I sold it because I'm an idiot. Well, no lives for me. And I have Woolly World. And I have the GBA version of Yoshi's Island, so I have both versions now for this. I never played Yoshi's New Island because I heard it was hot trash. And I have Crafted World. I still have that for Switch. And I think I still own Topsy Turvy. Or, sorry, Yoshi's Universal Gravitation. Which is the worst fucking video game title I've heard next to Various Day Life. Is it coming? Alright. It's a 1 in 3 chance of it being the bad NAND chip, and still have to have one that fails, so it's a good chance it will be fine. Yeah, and I have used the Wii U somewhat recently. We know it wasn't because of disuse, but I have used it recently, and it was working. Because in September, when I originally got Kirby's Return to Dreamland, I did play it on the Wii for a bit. So, it does... As of September, it was working. It could have died between now and then. But like I said, I have no emotional attachment to it anymore. If anything, I'll be more upset about losing the Wii save data on it, because honestly, I have more of an attachment to the Wii save data. Which is why Zeno and I were talking about potentially moving over as much of the save data as we can to the Wii. However, we also talked about not doing that, and if the Wii U dies, just replaying all the games. Because I have very fond memories of the Wii. Because when I was in grade school, moving to the new school for 7th and 8th grade, because my original grade school did not have a 7th or 8th grade. I don't know why. I think a new school had been built and they were moving the 7th and 8th graders to that school or something. I don't really know why they were doing that. Yeah. But, the Wii save data is on SD card, it should be fine. It's not, but, that's actually a good point. I can probably just move it. Everything except Brawl will transfer over to the SD card, but Zeno and I are never playing Brawl again, so. I missed the flower. God damn it. But yeah, like growing up, when I went to my new school for 7th and 8th grade, which is the first time I went to a Catholic school. Ironic, considering I'm a Satanist. But, the year I moved to the Catholic school for 7th grade, we got a Wii. We did not have an Xbox 360 or a PS3. Keep in mind, this was like 2007. Got a Wii for my birthday, and I love the Wii. Like, it's got some great games. Hey, Belle. Shit. Yeah, just a heads up, Belle. As I said on stream at the beginning, I'm taking a break from Killer 7 for a bit. The game is becoming a chore, and I want to put it off for a bit to play other things and hopefully come back with a fresh look. The game is taking much longer than I expected it to, and it's not as enjoyable at the moment because of how slow progress is. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't work out, but I will return to it. I'm not putting it down forever. I will come back to it. I have a 4 gig SD card with all my Wii stuff on it. The SD card was in the Wii that I bought because GameStop doesn't check the slot. Hate you 5 ever, that's longer than 4 ever. Oh, sure, okay. I haven't been reading the names. Cave of Chomp Rock. Oh, can I go back up? Yeah, if I remember correctly... Yep. Oh, come on. Almost forgot about that. On the other side... I don't need you. No, shut up. I don't need your help, game. I have been playing this for... ...21 years. Checking the release date on the GBA version. I have been playing this for 21 years. I do not need your assistance. It's been 2 decades? Has it really been 2 decades since the GBA came out? They don't need this? When did the GBA come out? Was it really 2000? Ow, fuck. Was it 2002? 2001? Yeah, I fucking love the GBA. 2001. Good Christ, that was a long time ago. I don't remember if I need this for anything, but I'm taking it. Alright, fine. Oops. I didn't need it at all. God, fuck. Also, happy Zombie Jesus Day. Or Lich Jesus, whatever he was. We don't know. He's a fucking cryptid or something. Who knows at this point? Yeah, I think I've talked about the GBA I had when I was a kid, which I still have, by the way. I still have my original GBA. I took that thing on road trips with me all the time, and I didn't have many games for it growing up, and I still don't have many games for it. But I loved Yoshi's Island. I had Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. Well, I had Ruby and then Emerald. Xeno had Sapphire. I had a Namco Museum port for GBA, which I actually recently bought again. Oops. That I was really fond of. It's not really a good version of Namco Museum, but it was what I had, and that's really all I cared about. I don't need this key, but I'm gonna grab it. Could at least get some extra 1-ups, I guess. Oh, the slowdown! So that I bought and used GBA yourself in like 2005, 6. The GBA was a good console. I don't think it has necessarily the best reputation because it was known for having a lot of inferior ports of SNES and Genesis games. Ah, this minigame. And then Pokemon Ruby and Leaf Green, though. I mean, it's the main reason they have a GBA, honestly. I also had Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga at one point and Klonoa 2 Dream Champ Tournament. Those are the main ones I remember having as a kid. I've bought some GBA games since then. I have Klonoa Empire of Dreams now. I've got a reproduction card of a fan translation of Klonoa Heroes. What else have I got? Oh, shit. Have I bought anything since? Actually, don't remember what else I bought. I don't own many physical GBA games. I will say that much. I would like to get a copy of WarioWare for GBA, but it's like $80 fucking. And I don't have that money to spend right now. Ooh, a Tetris game for GBA. I actually did not know there was a Tetris game on it. Not surprising, though. We didn't keep it. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, after the DS came out, I would always keep GBA games with me whenever I took my DS anywhere. And I took my DS everywhere. I loved the DS. Y'all don't fucking know. There are a few DS games that are very nostalgic for me. One of them is WarioWare Touched, and another one is Meteos, one that I think many people forgot about. It was a puzzle game. Thank you for the okay, Yujaya. Meteos was a puzzle game that Masahiro Sakurai worked on. It's one of the few games he worked on that did not involve Kirby in some way. Get through. Alright. This one's a little on the irritating side to get. Yeah, I had COD World at War for DS at one point, but I didn't keep it for very long. I actually recently bought Professor Layton for DS, because I have never played the Professor Layton games, and with the new one coming out for Switch, I decided it was about time. There we go. I will probably hold off on playing Professor Layton until I finish off the Ace Attorney series. So that way I can play through the Professor Layton games and then get to Phoenix Wright versus Professor Layton or whatever it was called. Though I know there's a lot more Professor Layton games than Ace Attorney. Honestly, on my replay World at War DS, it's kind of weak. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me, honestly. I actually have my handheld games on a pair of shelves next to my desk, so I can see all my DS games. A lot of them I did not... Here, a lot of them I kept from when I was a kid. I do have some that I've bought recently. I've got, well, let me see. Big Brain Academy, all three of the Castlevania DS games. It was not cheap, by the way. Those cost me a lot, but it was worth it. I bought the original Clubhouse games because I never owned it. I got Mario Kart DS like 2 years ago because I was really late to that. Xeno bought me Mario & Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. I bought Metroid Prime Pinball and Metroid Prime Hunters a couple weeks from each other. Metroid Prime Pinball, by the way, one of the best pinball games ever made. Highly recommend it. What else did I get? Professor Layton, as I said. The original Rune Factory, which I still haven't spent much time in. And that looks like it, actually. I also... Some games I sold that I repurchased were Big Brain Academy, Phantom Hourglass, and... Where'd the other one go? Sonic Rush. I sold them when I was younger, and I probably shouldn't have, so I finally repurchased some of them. Wait, which one is this? Oh, it's this again. Alright. Gonna exit here. If you get Kamek, you instantly lose and don't get to keep anything, but if you get all the items, the last thing you flip over won't be Kamek. It'll be, Baby Mario. Yeah, there are some DS games that I want to try to figure out a way of streaming. I obviously won't be able to stream them from my actual DS. So I'll have to figure out something with the Steam Deck. But my condition is I have to beat them on DS first before I'm willing to stream them. Otherwise, what's the point of even having the physical copy if I'm not going to play through it? Alright, you know what, buddy? Motherfucker! Yeah, I was trying to hit the flower with the eggs. I'll rip that star. Nintendo should do another pinball game sometime. The ones they did make were pretty good. Well, the company that made Metroid Prime Pinball for Nintendo did do 2 other pinball games for them. Okay, Bal, you're probably joking, but Splatoon Pinball would actually be lit as fuck. That would actually be fucking awesome. Semi-joking. Yeah, I love pinball games, and Nintendo made 2 good ones, and then they made a third, which is not what I would call good. The first one they made is not the not good one, that's Mario Pinball Land. I actually owned that at one point. I did not like it. The same company that made that, though, made Metroid Prime Pinball, and then... Are there really 2 flowers, like, right next to each other? Okay. And then they made a third game for DSi, which unfortunately you can't buy anymore, which was Pinball Pulse the Ancients Beckon. Uh-oh. Unlike Mario Pinball Land and Metroid Prime Pinball, Pinball Pulse the Ancients Beckon was actually made with real pinball table design philosophies in mind. So it looks and plays like a real table rather than a video game table. It does take a few creative liberties, but it is very much designed after real tables. If you've played the Pro Pinball games on PS1, it's basically that. Would highly recommend it, but good luck getting the copy now. But yeah, they should definitely make more, and if that company's still around... Yeah. Oh, there goes my fucking 30 stars, I guess. Oh, never mind, we're good. I am out of eggs, though. Got the one legally a while ago. Nice. Yeah, I need to see if I can get my DS buttons working again, or 3DS buttons working again, so I can play it. I might just fucking replace my 3DS. Hello, Lizard Man. Welcome back. Uh-oh. Mother! Oh, alright. Should have the fucking 30 stars. Should have fucking gotten the 30 stars. Absolute bullshit. What was I saying before that boss fight? Oh, pinball games. Had they not completely bungled the new pinball effects, I would have said that Zen Studios should have worked with Nintendo on a pinball game. Because while I do like Metroid Prime Pinball, I prefer pinball games that try to be realistic with the table designs. Because it's more fun, in my opinion. Zen Studios' original tables, some of them are really good. But they don't feel right to me because they're too video gamey. Ironically, despite my obsession with video games, I don't want video gamey pinball tables, I want real pinball. Unfortunately, I don't think I trust them anymore because of just how bad the payment scheme in the new Pinball FX is. And I will be getting the new Pinball FX once it's out on Steam. It's actually going to be coming out on Steam in a couple days. But that's mostly to try it out. I probably won't be buying much aside from the new Williams and Bally tables. Because unfortunately, if I want to play the new tables, I have to have Pinball FX, because Electronic Games, which owns the rights to the Williams and Bally pinball licenses, since Electronic Games bought Williams Pinball from Williams before they got folded into Midway, or when Midway sold off the Williams and Bally pinball divisions. And originally, Farsight Studios with Pinball Arcade had the Williams and Bally license. But then Electronic Games went around and pulled the license and gave it to Zen Studios with Pinball FX instead. And that ended up essentially killing Pinball Arcade entirely, because they released like 2 updates after that to remove the games and move over some Stern pinball games from their other Pinball Arcade game. And then since 2018, Pinball Arcade has not been updated since, so there's been no new tables, even though Stern, the pinball company, still makes pinball tables. They actually recently came out with a Foo Fighters table, and they came out with a Godzilla one. Yeah, and I mean, prior to this, I would have said it wasn't a bad thing because Zen Studios did a better job with the tables. They're more accurate, they look better, they play better, and they also feel better because they're closer to real pinball physics. The problem is, the whole point of Pinball Arcade was to essentially have a digital archive of pinball, since pinball is a lost art. There are not many people who make pinball tables anymore. Aside from Stern, I think there's one other called Spooky, and then there's like one other company. But the thing is, pinball tables are inherently physical. You can't simply take a pinball table and copy a file to make it playable in a game. You have to laser measure the table. That means you have to take the glass off and all that to make sure everything is accurate, and then dump the ROM from the chip in the table. And good fucking luck if it's an analog table. So it's not a simple process. And Pinball Arcade was one of the only companies that was archiving pinball tables. They had a really good thing going. And then Zen Studios got the rights to Williams and Bally. And keep in mind, Williams and Bally made most of those pinball tables. They made some of the best ones. Stern still makes new tables, and most of them don't top the old Williams and Bally tables. I would know, because I played a mix of them. And now they've completely bungled everything, with Pinball FX having one of the most disgraceful monetization schemes that I've seen. Rather than pay for the tables in bundles or individually, you pay for in-game currency to buy the tables or buy an overpriced pass to play them all for free. Note that if you have the pass, you don't own the tables. You only have the pass to play them. If I remember correctly, it has an expiration date. Yeah, Simkey, I haven't forgotten about those. I think Odama would be easier for me to get. Yeah, I love pinball. I'm a pinball aficionado, but the funny thing is I've only actually played pinball in real life once in my life. I had one trip to Vegas in like 2015. And I went to the Pinball Hall of Fame. And that's when I played Safecracker, which funnily enough the week later was announced for Pinball Arcade. And Safecracker is my favorite pinball table. I actually did a Pinball Effects 3 stream back in... oh god. So, I did a Pinball Effects stream back in like September, I think. And I actually showed off Safecracker. I'm tempted to do another pinball stream at some point. Especially now that I have Pinball Arcade working on the Steam Deck, so I can actually properly stream Pinball Arcade again. Let's go to a small arcade when I was young, which had a good amount of pinball machines. Was quite good until it got shut down due to the owner being a dealer. Ooh. Unfortunate. So I mentioned before that I live in Chicago. There's actually a few barcades around here. There's one that I've been wanting to go to called Logan Arcade, which is in Logan Park. They have a decent selection. They're also one of the better barcades around here. I wouldn't go there for the bar. Maybe to get snacks, but I don't drink. But I would go there for the pinball and the arcade machines. However, if I really wanted to have a good time with pinball, in Brookfield, which is a little bit south of Chicago, there is a place called Galloping Ghost Arcade. Uh-oh. Oh god. If you happen to be really into arcade games, you may have heard of Galloping Ghost. They are probably the largest arcade in the world, with over 800 arcade machines, and they eventually opened a sister location next door because they bought the next location, or next door location, to found Galloping Ghost Pinball, which has about 50 pinball tables now. Including some that I've never played. Also, hey, hun. Oh my god, Yoshi, go down. Alright, it's fine. It's fine, I got what I needed. Think you have heard of them before? Yeah, I mean, they are literally the biggest arcade right now, so if you like arcade games, you have probably heard them in passing. You know that red flower? Yeah, I know what the red flower does. I am intentionally ignoring it. I always ignore the red flowers. I don't think it's worth bothering with them unless I desperately need stars. Not good than that. I'm so happy I finally got this for SNES. My SNES collection is probably not my strongest collection. Because for those who are new, I am a game collector. I have a pretty sizable collection. Oh, okay, I don't... Interesting. And I don't have many SNES games. I've got Super Castlevania 4, Super Mario RPG, Super Mario World, this, Mega Man X, Shadowrun, Super Star Wars, Disney's Aladdin. I've got games like that. I don't have Super Punch-Out, I don't have Kirby Superstar, I don't have Final Fantasy 6, or 3. I don't have Final Fantasy 4, or 2. I don't have Chrono Trigger. I don't have Secret of Mana. I don't have Super Bonk's Adventure. I don't have a lot of SNES games. I would love to get more. So I would love to have a few cabinets myself, maybe Simpsons and Die Hard. No, I don't have Earthbound. That's a little, beyond my budget. I have a Galaga and Galaxian, arcade cabinet from 1UP Arcade in my room. I need to clean it off. Yeah, if I had the space and money, I would get cabinets from 1UP Arcade, because I love arcade games. Like I said about pinball, I think it's like a lost art. The art of arcade games. Now, granted, a lot of them are quarter munchers. I don't care. I like arcade games. I have a lot of games from Arcade Archives on Switch. Fuck these enemies. And I have joked to people before that I will single-handedly keep, Hamster, the company that makes, Arcade Archives. I have joked that I will single-handedly keep them afloat. Because of how many, Arcade Archives games I've actually bought. I refuse to disclose that information because it is very high. But I was thinking about doing a, goddammit, showcase of the Arcade Archives games that I have. What, you don't want to spend $700 on an SNES game? No, not particularly. Oh, I have Super Metroid. That was one of the first SNES games we actually bought. Mega Man X, Super Castlevania 4, Shadowrun, most of those were actually from my sister's collection from when she was a kid. Oh, it's the drug level. Remember, kids, drugs are cool and awesome. Note, for legal reasons, drugs are not cool or awesome. Mother? Oh, I almost died. Alright, fine. Winners don't do drugs. The number of sports controversies would disagree with you. Or you could, or you could spend $3,000 on a CIB copy. Fuck no. Jeez, that was all over the arcades. Yeah. Winners don't do drugs. How much for a CIB graded copy? CIB graded games are fucking scams. I could write an entire dissertation on why that's bad. Thank you, Ronald Reagan. Yeah, the history of the drug war is fucking messy. They outright admitted what their game plan was. It had nothing to do with the drugs. Like, if you look into it, it had nothing to do with the drugs. That wasn't the point. Yeah, any actual game collector hates graded games. Speaking of Ronald Reagan, today is a holiday. Margaret Thatcher died 10 years ago today. It's a national holiday. On that note, I am going to be right back for a moment. I apparently did not lotion my beard the way I wanted to, so I have to go wash my face so it can stop fucking itching. Enjoy the music. I'll be right back. Should play the ship since the only game I know she's into. Wow, someone else who knows about the ship. I actually have that on my Steam library, and I don't know why. Never played it. Never once played it. Alright, so I'll be right back. You guys enjoy the music. I'm gonna go wash my face and make my beard stop itching. Problem with having a beard, if you don't take care of it, it itches. So, I know about the ship and I haven't played it. Oh, okay. Huh. Whatever, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So I don't know what all songs we're playing, but two of them reminded me. I have not done a complete stream of Mega Man X yet. And I think that is a shame, because I'm actually really good at Mega Man X. I fucking love Mega Man X. In my opinion, the best 2D platformer ever made. Like, hands down. And I think I heard Passion for Exploring from V6 Times, which is another game that I actually meant to stream. I think I scheduled myself to stream it back in like August or something, but I ended up canceling. And then I never put it back in my schedule. I love V6 Times. That's the game that's titled VVVVVV. If you didn't know, it's actually pronounced V6 Times. It is not VVVVVV. It was created by Terry Kavanagh, who also made Dicey Dungeons. And I've been following his work ever since V6 Times. One of my favorite games, actually. Funnily enough, there was a point where I had beaten it 6 times. But I've beaten it far more than that since then. My friend Dennis isn't in chat right now. He is Laxton, if you've seen my other streams. Actually, for those who were watching last night, he was in the Left 4 Dead 2 stream. He can tell you that how much I like the game, because when we were in high school together, he would actually watch me play it in between classes. I haven't played it in quite some time. Alright, there is stuff up here. I have no idea who that is. Yeah, I'm sure Bao has no idea who Dennis is. Alright, I can hit the fish with an egg if I really need to. I'm going to not do that. Oh, come on, Yoshi! Get to the fucking right. There's something up top here that I want to get. Don't know if it's good. Could be bad. Oh, it's good. I guess this is another star or something. Or flower. No, it's stars. I was right, but I said the wrong thing. By the way, if you ever talk with DBY about Yoshi's Island, he'll get pissy about the fact that the final dungeon is not handled by Blue Yoshi, but Green instead, and treats it as a stolen valor thing. Well, I mean, Green Yoshi is like the main Yoshi, so that's kind of expected. DBY is a friend of Sorrow of mine, by the way. Someone that Sorrow met before she met me. And funnily enough, DBY is also from Chicago. I cannot tell you how many furries I have met that are from Chicago like I am. Because I remember joining a furry server called Fur Punch, which is for furry members of Face Punch. And one of the first things that was said when I joined was, Jesus fucking Christ, how many people here are from Chicago? Because I can think of like 4 other people who are from Chicago. Big liberals. Big gay liberal city. True, it's also got, or close to one of the biggest furry conventions in the world. So like, if you are a furry, if you are a furry and have gone to Midwest Fur Fest, you have probably gone to Chicago as well. Now, Midwest Fur Fest is actually in Rosemont, not Chicago, but Chicago is literally right next door. A lot of the furries that I follow, and a few of the ones that I'm friends with, have gone to Midwest Fur Fest, and they're not even from here. For those who know Puffin Ardwolf, she has actually been to Midwest Fur Fest a few times, and I'm actually hoping this year I might be able to meet her and a few other people there. Because I have never gone to Midwest Fur Fest, because I didn't want to go alone. Because going to conventions alone, to me, is one of the saddest things you can do. I would much rather go with people. And Dennis is a furry. And we were considering going together at one point, but then the pandemic happened. And he ended up going with his boyfriend. So, I'm hoping to get in shape. So I can not feel like shit meeting people. By the end of the year. So I can go to Midwest Fur Fest and meet Puffin. I know Whiskey Dingo goes there. Cinder Collie, who's a friend of Whiskey, goes there. Buff Pup has been there. Basically, every big furry who has traveled to the Midwest has gone to Midwest Fur Fest. There we go. Yeah, but Dark Blue handled all other dungeons. And so the fact that the final gets stolen by Green gets him kind of pissy as a Yoshi's Island Yoshi himself. Yeah, fair. Come with me if you want to lift. I mean, I might actually finally post pictures of myself, because I don't think I've done that for my VTuber stuff, to show my progress. I am out of shape, and I'm not happy with how I look. But I want to get better. And I actually have started an exercise routine. I'm just trying to get my stamina up, and I will be continuing it tomorrow. It's just been kind of slow, unfortunately. Progress, though. I need to start working out. Simkey, are you still in college? Or did you finish college? Just curious. Yeah, so have you heard of the freshman 15? Because they say when you go to college, you either gain 15 pounds or lose 15 pounds. I lost 15 pounds. In fact, I was making so many poor decisions during my first go at college. I actually lost 3% of my body weight. I went from like 130-ish pounds to 110. I was not doing well. Uh-oh. Fuck! Okay, good, it respawned. But yeah, the freshman 15 is the saying that you will either lose or gain 15 pounds. I lost 15 pounds and then ended up regaining it after I discovered that I had issues with my thyroid gland, which is why I wasn't gaining any weight. In fact, I was losing weight despite how much I was eating. Thankfully, my issues with my thyroid have finally been settled, so I have been gaining weight again. Unfortunately, thanks to the pandemic, I've been gaining a little too much weight, and since I wasn't walking to class, I wasn't walking a lot of it off. So I weigh damn near 200 pounds now. Poochie! What? Poochie's not using a whole lot in this. He's actually used more in the sequels. I don't think he's in many levels in this, actually. Very underused critter. Dog friend. A devious little creature getting up to mischief. This is no good. Ugh. The beast is demonic in nature. Very icky. No good. Thank you for the hua. I'm gonna be honest, I've been considering replacing that with a different sound alert, but it seems like everyone really likes it, so I'm probably gonna keep it. I have died here a few times. Because there is a point that can trap you. It's iconic, it is. Oh, okay, I almost got crushed. Uh-oh. Also, something I want to do for Retro Night for a bit, maybe. I like how I keep going for it. Is, do more SNES era games, because I haven't been doing enough. I haven't streamed some of, like, the big fucking SNES games. Oh, Christ. Alright. So I'd like to fix that. How many point rewards can you have in your stream? Through sound alerts alone, 6. Okay, well, 6 point redeems, and I think 4 or so bit redeems. I do have sound alert bit redeems. Nobody has used them because nobody's been using bits. Uh-oh.
Hey, listen!
Oh, speaking of. Yeah, I tried to save some of the quote-unquote... Ah, goddammit. Hang on, I can still get it. I tried to save some of the quote-unquote better redeems for bits to try to encourage people to actually, you know, spend bits. Maybe kind of a silly thing to do, but as a streamer, I do have to try to get people to do some stuff, so I have to save some of the better things for stuff like that. But, I have considered setting up Blurp, which can give you a ton of extra sound effects. Seika Sky, another furry VTuber who has actually popped into chat a few times, uses Blurb. You can also use that in conjunction with better points to actually play sources directly in OBS. I've not gotten around to setting up better points yet. Should probably do that. I don't know what I'm actually going to set up with better points, though. I was trying to get people to give me ideas for what I could use, but nobody actually responded, so I never had any ideas. We've got to have money. Well, that could be one of them, actually. By the way, I actually watched that movie a lot when I was a kid. I loved that movie when I was a kid. It's fucking dog shit. You don't think you've seen the movie? It's the animated Tom and Jerry movie, for those who aren't aware. It's not good. Oh, Simki, you're familiar with it? Yeah, I watched that a lot when I was a kid. I think I still have it on VHS. I think you rented the DVD version from a video store at some point when you were a kid. Ah, Simki, so you are old enough to have rented stuff. That's interesting, I didn't know that. Oh shit. Let's go continue. Watermelon! I mean, Blockbuster only closed down in 2014 or so. That's right! It did! Okay, I thought it was much later. Or much earlier. God, time really is an illusion. I didn't go to Blockbuster much. There were local places that I ended up going to when I was a kid. My grandma would always take me there. That's how I got Roddy Out of Stories. That's how I found Alien Hominid, without ever knowing what Newgrounds was at the time. I think. I forget what else that I got from video rentals. Oh, Chameleon Twist 2 and, Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine for N64. Both of those I got from Blockbuster. They were selling off old stock. And where you live, the video rental place lasted for about 5 years after the local Blockbuster closed. If I remember correctly, I only went to Blockbuster after I moved. Pretty sure we used to go to Hollywood Video instead. I remember Hollywood Video. In Michigan, when I would go to my grandma's house there was a place called Superior Video. That's where we went to rent our stuff. I do miss rental stores. Those were so nice. Especially if you were vacationing anywhere. You could just go to there, rent some stuff to do for the weekend or whatever, and then come back. I miss video rentals. Okay, I'm gonna sound like a fucking boomer. Having everything available to us instantly has ruined, like, how we consume entertainment. Because we care about instant gratification instead of just taking our time with things. We gotta have everything now. Everything has to be streaming. It has to be... No, you're right and you should say it. Okay, good. Like, I mean, just look at me right now. I am talking to you guys on a live stream. I have 3 fucking monitors here. I have my music player still open. Whoops, that's not right. If I wanted to talk to my VTuber friends, I just open up Discord, which is still open, and I can talk to them. I can just go to Twitch and watch something else, or go to YouTube and watch full shows and movies, and play games at the same time while listening to my music in a call on stream. I have so many things right now vying for my attention all at once. I genuinely miss when I only had one thing to care about at a time. I miss it. Now I feel like my brain has to be doing something at every waking moment in order to actually feel like a person. I have to be listening to music. I have to be watching Twitch. I have to be playing a game. Because it's just what I've been conditioned to enjoy. And I miss when I only had to do one thing at a time. Now, keep in mind, I wouldn't necessarily go back because this instant access like this is how I talk to Sora. This is how I talk to you guys. This is how I keep up with old friends. There are benefits. Oh yeah, well the monitor thing is actually really useful while I'm on stream, but that was just a general point, is that I have a lot of things vying for my attention. I've got 3 screens right now. And besides, 3 monitors is a bit of a misnomer because it's actually 2 monitors on my laptop. But like, we used to have a period where we didn't have to have so many things vying for all our attention all at the same time. We actually used to be able to take things slowly, and we didn't binge TV shows or movies or whatever. We also didn't have shit like the Marvel Cinematic Universe or whatever the fuck is going on with Star Wars, trying to compete with everything else. Alright, well I guess I'm not getting that. Oh, I have another egg. Oh shit. I have another egg. Well, okay, now I'm definitely out of eggs. All the stuff on the... We used to be a country. I didn't want to say that. All the stuff on the internet is a blessing and a curse. Oh, definitely. I also definitely feel like we've gotten dumber. Just look at TikTok. TikTok is one of the most science-illiterate platforms I have ever seen. You can say dinosaurs came from Mars and ate... fuck, I don't know, asteroids or something, and people on TikTok would believe you without question. There are TikToks with millions of views from people saying shit like dinosaurs never existed. And people just instantly believe them and claim that they've been tricked by schools. Love the new trend of just stealing and crashing Kias on there. Well, there's a fucking Devious Licks trend where they were just stealing shit. I genuinely feel like we are getting dumber as a species. And Simki, I think you've actually agreed with me before, because I pointed out that when I was leaving high school, Zeno was on his first year of high school, and he said his grade was the dumbest grade in the high school, and I think you actually said that your grade was probably even dumber than his. Like, it's bad. Some of the kids are alright. I mean, we got people like David Hogg who are fucking amazing. I love how these trees just use the fucking oh god, first death. Fucking fuzzy texture. I don't know about being necessarily dumber, it's just that it's so much easier to share dumb shit with other people. Back in the day, people did a lot of stupid garbage, but they only shared with friends and all that, but now you can just post stuff on the internet. Well, I mean, that is true. I feel like... Okay, no, okay, you raise a fair point. People kept that shit to themselves before. I've seen people say that we weren't meant to know what our friends do all the time, thanks to Facebook. We weren't meant to know that. I feel like I would have gotten along with people a lot more if I didn't know what kind of person they were outside of school. Like, I mean, I'm kind of glad that I know to cut out these shitlords from my life, but I probably would have been happier if I didn't know. Really dumb idea, required a lot more word of mouth back then. Cletus stole a cop car and crashed it into the bowling alley. All names to pick, why did you pick Cletus? Why Cletus? Why was that the name that came? Southern thing, okay. Cletus, I believe, was the name of the guy that's got Carnage's symbiote in Marvel. And he's actually a fucking psychopath. Fuck. Any more eggs. This is also the redneck guy in The Simpsons. Fun fact, I've never watched The Simpsons. It's a popular go-to dumb name. Yeah, I have seen maybe one full episode of The Simpsons. I don't remember which one it is, and I think I did watch The Simpsons movie when I stayed at my aunt's house one time. But I've never actually watched the show. It was just never something I grew up watching. I have seen clips from it, and it does seem like parts of the show are fucking hilarious, and also very, very good satires of American society. I just never grew up watching it. Love being in high school and watching someone steal several fire extinguishers in a day. Several? Who steals a fire extinguisher? Who the fuck is... Simki, I'm gonna need you to explain. I don't know where I'm going. Who in God's name steals a fucking fire extinguisher? What could you possibly need one for? Shut up. Okay, listen, I know that was a stupid question to ask. But shut up. They decided to talk to me when I saw them, and they said they were stealing them off in the woods. Simki, I fear for your generation. I don't think the kids are alright anymore. I mean, to be fair, my classmates in high school did some fucking dumbass shit. Some of it is probably not TOS friendly. I was holding up, you absolute bastard. But my classmates did, like, the classic dumb shit, like, selling brownies laced with pot in the school cafeteria. Or, trying to smoke weed in the cafeteria bathroom, and they got caught because, the Dean of Discipline saw the fucking smoke coming out from under the goddamn door. Same person also smuggled in vodka almost every day, so I don't think they're doing so well nowadays. Yeah, they snuggled it in. don't remember people doing a whole lot of stupid stuff in high school, but then again, you didn't pay much attention. Most of my classmates are smokers. Like, I don't think it was weed. It was probably weed. But I know that a lot of them smoked cigarettes. Some of them probably drank. I knew one who did tobacco. And then there was the, pot brownies. One of my classmates, one who I fucking hated, in fact, everyone hated him because he was a goddamn jackass, stole 20 cell phones from people, and he was suspended. But he was let back in because they couldn't find the phone, so they couldn't actually charge him with anything. Yeah, he also told me to kill myself in theology class. Keep in mind this was a Catholic high school. And, not only did he say it very loudly when the class was silent, so even the professor heard him, but I immediately clapped back with, "I would never give you the satisfaction." And to be fair, I was egging him on because I was trying to get him to say something stupid, because I'm very good at pushing people's buttons to get them to say something so they get in trouble. I am a general nuisance, and I know how to weaponize it. Prior to that, Dennis was in this theology class, and Dennis and I sat next to each other because, of course we did, we're best friends. And because we're always talking together, this guy says, "Hey, I'm not gonna say my real name, obviously. Spike, why don't you and Dennis kiss because you like each other so much?" Now, he, obviously, that's homophobic. You know, two guys are best friends, so clearly they must be gay or whatever. Which, number one, isn't even a bad thing anyways. I asked him, "Why, do you get off to that?" And the professor even said, "Yeah, do you? Because that's a very strange request to make if you're not gay. Or at least not into men kissing." And that's what prompted him to say, "Kill yourself." And keep in mind, the professor was like standing right next to him when he said it. So there's no way the professor wasn't going to hear it. So not only was he a jackass, he was a fucking moron. Honestly, given his tendency to run his mouth, I wouldn't be surprised if he's been shot by this point. I was always convinced that he was going to mouth off the wrong person and get himself shot. Because that would be totally on brand for him. Alright, so if I remember correctly, I want to come through one of these doors to reset the room, and I think it's actually this one I want to come through. Talk shit, get shot, baby. Sounds like something that would happen to a person like that. Oh, yeah. Some idiot decided to loudly announce they had weed on the bus. Okay, maybe it's not a generational thing. Maybe teenagers are just universally stupid. Maybe that's it. You know, it might also be that because I'm getting older, I am maturing as a person and I don't do as much dumb shit, so I call out that stuff because I don't find it funny anymore. That might be it. So it just seems like everyone's getting dumber. Because I am older, wiser, smarter, and more mature, so I just don't find it funny anymore. But now they're both stupid and get a lot of attention on social media on randos for doing dumb shit. A lot of them are vying for attention, stupidity, and the ridiculousness styles. Yeah. I mean, I really don't want to bring him up, but if you guys are familiar with Nikocado Avocado, the dude is having a fucking meltdown every day and people egg him on because they think it's funny. He needs help. In fact, he's probably actively killing himself with what he's doing to his body. But people egg him on because they think it's funny, and he knows he makes money from it. Like, that's what social media does to people. It conditions them to do shit for attention and money. Yeah, someone made a bomb threat to the school so they could play. Oh, good God! Just fucking fake being sick, dude. That's all you have to do. Why do you have to call it a bomb threat? Fuck something awful in Kiwi Farms, by the way. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's definitely in a weird position. Yeah, like, I don't want to make fun of Nikocado because he clearly is mentally ill. But he is a prime example of what social media does to people who are mentally ill. He was given a platform and was making money from it. And he doesn't care that he's killing himself because he's making money from it and he's getting attention. That's all he cares about. And it's not funny, it's sad. He's like a poster boy for what social media does to your mental health. Sounds like someone else I don't want to mention by name, to be honest. Yeah, I think we all know who that person is, and I would really rather not open that can of worms. I mentioned Nikocado because he's a better example of what I'm talking about, but the other person who, let's be real, we all know who it is and nobody wants to say it. That's just in a whole can of worms on its own. If you know who it is, please don't say their name. I don't want to talk about them. I would like to move on from them. I would personally never go back to high school especially after Trump got into office if I thought my life was hell before. Oh, God. You know what? Same. We're all around... Sorrow, Bao, and I are all around the same age, so we all got out of high school at the same time, and I am also very thankful. God, if I thought my classmates were shitty at the time, fuck, they would have been worse. Also, I came out as bisexual in high school. I'm pansexual now because it's more accurate. But, that would not have been pleasant. You just reminded me, Sorrow, there was one kid who carried around a full-size American flag on them for multiple days. Does this fight work again? Also had a Trump hat on. My brother... Actually, I knew someone at Mount Carmel. I didn't mean to name the high school. Whoops. Well, okay. Just pretend you didn't hear that. I knew someone at the high school who, had a Confederate flag phone case that they would hide whenever the black classmates were near them. Won't say their name, but I will say they are not alive anymore, and it's not because of that. But they were not a good person. Well, they may have had a mental disorder. I don't know why I'm saying that. He may have had a mental disorder. I think he did, actually. But he was also incredibly racist. And, he did not make it out of high school. Because he died. I won't say how. Because it's a little morbid. But, several things. He tried to argue that the South was right in the Civil War, and I put him in his place several times in history classes. Yeah, like, I am not trying to make it sound like I am happy he died, but he was not a good person. That's the best way I can put it. I feel like he could have been helped. And he never got the help that he needed. People don't change overnight. Keep that in mind. Change is a long process. It's never easy, it's never simple, and they can only do it with support. Now, granted, some people don't want to change. I do believe there are some people who are too far gone and will never change, but I also believe there are people who can. But, in relation to what we've been talking about with social media, we're not always giving people that chance. We're not giving people the chance to change. Because we would rather ostracize and condemn without giving them a chance to either defend themselves or learn from their mistakes. Alright, so don't fall for the thing. Yeah, don't fall for the thing. Pretty tricky here. Imagine arguing that shit up north. Yeah, I mean, we're in fucking Chicago, though. The South never even made it up here. They never made it this far. We are like as far removed as from the South as you can possibly get, aside from like going to fucking Canada. And again, Chicago is a fucking liberal city, so I don't know what his deal was. Or Maine. Okay, fair. I forgot about this mechanic. Yeah, the fucking drawings hurt you. I can go faster. Yeah, I'm backwards. Yeah, like, the internet has done a lot of damage. But as Simkey said earlier, it's a blessing and a curse. Because I met most of you guys because of the internet. The best part of the internet is people who are outcasts in some way can find communities where they belong. It's also a godsend for LGBT people, because for years, LGBT people didn't have that sense of community. So to explain about the stupidity of my high school, there were white guys in giant pickup trucks with truck nuts flying Confederate flags, trying their hardest to be part of the black gangs in the area. And okay, yeah, you definitely had it worse. We didn't have anything like that here. Definitely had racists, but it was... we didn't have white guys trying to be black. What the fuck is that emote? Okay, Kona. Oh, that's right, the purple Amazy Daisies spit, bubbles. Fuck you. I think that guy is only in this level, by the way. There's a lot of enemies that are only in, like, 1 or 2 levels. Some of the weirder aspects of this game. They were both racist and trying to be black. Yeah, that... Racists don't make sense, honestly. It doesn't make any sense. They hate what they don't understand, but also want what they aren't. Because how many people do you know who are racist against Mexicans that still eat tacos? How many people do you know who are racist against Chinese people who still eat Chinese food? It doesn't make any sense. All of them. Exactly! All of them! Okay, well, Ujaya somehow knows 0. I know too many. Or knew too many. I'm not exactly in contact with any of them anymore for obvious reasons. Yeah, I didn't mean, like, literally no, though. Oh god, it's a fucking roulette. I don't give a shit. I don't fucking give a shit, it's a slot machine. Funny thing, I don't think I've ever seen that minigame before. Like, ever. This game has been banned in the EU. Kidding. God, they may have actually removed that minigame from future versions, because I played it on Switch, and I don't think I ever saw that. Fortunately, my grandpa on my mom's side... Oh, okay, well, I'm gonna be honest, there's a reason I don't talk to my mom's side of the family. Because my mom is from the South. Kind of. Her family's from the South. I think she's actually from Indiana. And, she has never pushed me to try to meet her side of the family because she doesn't really want us to. Me or my brother. To be fair, my dad's side of the family isn't really any better. In fact, my dad doesn't even keep up with his side of the family. Aside from my grandma, who lives next door to us. JS says, oh, this level. Usually if you recognize a level in a platformer, that's never a good thing. There is a trend in platformers that people refer to as that one level, which is the one level that stops most people from finishing the game, or is like the worst part of an otherwise good game. For Psychonauts, that one level is the meat circus, which is also the last level of the game. For me, for Super Mario 64, it's actually Tick-Tock Clock, because it's a very, very difficult level. Rainbow Ride, or Rainbow Cruise, whatever the fuck it's called, is actually not as bad in comparison. Tick-Tock Clock is actually, like, amazingly frustrating. But that's that one level from Mario 64. It's not like it's a bad level, it's just you remember a lot. Ah, well, okay. That's fair. Aha! Yeah, this is one of the best 2D platformers I've ever played. Oh, I need the key. God, fuck. I love this game. I'm glad I finally have a physical copy of the SNES version. Alright, so there's another door over there. I don't need the key, because that's just a minigame. That's just really gonna waste time. So I need to find... I'm gonna get up there. Let me... Probably this way. Oops. To kick him out of our house once because he was being really racist and also tried to claim he was more of an immigrant than my dad, who literally immigrated from England. My grandpa is from... God. Now normally... Oh, God. I forgot, if you take damage while you don't have Baby Mario, you actually get stunned for longer. This is a fucking very interesting conversation we're having in stream right now. We don't normally get this heavy. Nothing wrong with it. I am more open to this kind of stuff as long as we keep it, like, civil and relatively, problem-free. Like, no arguing, just... be mindful of what you're saying, is what I'm trying to get at. My grandma has tried to pull the immigrant card a lot. Granted, her family is actually, or was from Finland, and they moved to Michigan. But she tried to pull that regarding other immigrants. Which is a very American thing to do, saying that your family had to work harder or had it worse off or whatever. And I mean, okay, maybe so, but like, how does that justify your racism? Kinda doesn't. But yeah, I am not close to my extended family. I don't even like my aunt and uncle on my dad's side, and I've never really... I have been told I should avoid my aunt and uncle on my mom's side. On my dad's side, they are currently trying to get a hold of my grandma's will to get as much money as they can from her after she dies. And my grandma knows this, so she's trying to keep them out of the will. And my aunt is currently a professional alcoholic who has been blocked by me, my dad, my brother, my sister, and my mom on our phones because she has a tendency to drunk text people and ramble about nonsense. And she tried to guilt trip my sister into visiting my grandma more, which my grandma was furious about. Not really close to any of your family except for your parents and mom's sisters. Yeah, I'm close to my sister, my brother, and my parents. And I begrudgingly am close to my grandma because she is currently paying for college for me. Fun fact, this guy is in, like, this level, and then he's never seen again. Uh-oh. Yoshi, 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 Yoshi! Also the same that I am in no way close to any blood-related family except your parents. Yeah, sorry, I know what you've been through. Terrible places. Motherfucker. Mrs. Island devs love making an entire enemy to use them once. Yeah, there's a lot of enemies in this game that only... Not just enemies, really, just... mechanics that are only in a couple levels. Or just one level. It does keep the game fresh, but they could have done a whole lot more with some of these mechanics. I don't need any of those coins. Oops. Alright. That's what the big eggs do. It'd be very useful in other levels. Family's pretty spread out. Most of my dad's family lives on the East Coast with the parents on the West Coast since he was a baby. Mom's family almost entirely lives on the West Coast, and then there's us and a couple of my mom's family in the South. Yeah, I don't know where my extended family is. I know my aunt is in Arizona and my uncle is in California. I don't know about... Okay, when I say aunt and uncle, I'm referring to my aunt and uncle on my dad's side. I don't know where the fuck anyone from my mom's side is. And I've never met many of my cousins. One of my cousins worked on Skylanders as a character designer. Which is about the most important thing anyone in my extended family has done. Why is that there? The only other extended family member that I've really interacted with is my brother-in-law, my sister's husband. Wyatt Earp. Hey, did you mean Wyatt Earl? Was there actually a dude named Wyatt Earp? Since I actually lived on the West Coast for the first 10 years of my life, I'm more familiar with my mom's side. And of course my dad's parents, who we saw frequently. Wyatt Earp from the OK Coral. Oh god. I don't remember a Wyatt from that thing, but... Ah. Why is this guy the boss of this world? This is the lamest fucking boss in the game, and in fact one of the lamest bosses in any Mario game ever. Not even Mario, actually, just Nintendo game in general. He's not even a cloud, he's a fucking potted plant. He's a ghost. He's just inhabiting or possessing a potted plant. He doesn't even directly fight you, you just push him off a cliff and you kill him. It's just a game of tug-of-war. That's the whole fight. It's so fucking lame. Yeah, just a pot, just a ghost in a fucking potted plant. Just fuck you, it's just a goddamn motherfucking plant. That's the boss. Fuck you. Feed me Seymour. Good reference, Mal. God, I need to watch that again. Two of my favorite musicals are Rocky Horror Picture Show and Little Shop of Horrors. I love Rocky Horror even more now that I'm out as gender fluid pansexual, because that musical is very, very gendered. Fuck you. If you've never seen the original Little Shop of Horrors, you should watch it. What's that? I should. Because I've never seen the original. I've seen the, when they had Steve Martin in it as the, dentist. A little, further down than I want to be. Is it Steve Martin? I think it was Steve Martin. I am your dentist. I am your dentist. God, I fucking love that movie. I haven't watched it in so goddamn long. I really need to rewatch both of them. Yoshi commits breaking a valuable object for fun. Something funny about the whole joke that Yoshi commits tax fraud there. Fraud. Tax frog. That's probably going in a clip. I don't have a key. So, the joke that Yoshi commits tax fraud. There is a single piece of evidence that Yoshi does not like paying taxes. And it is in the Dragon Quest and Super Mario crossover game, Fortune Street on Wii, where every character has a comment when they have to pay taxes when landing on someone's space. Yoshi is the only character who complains. The funny thing is, there is another character who does likely commit tax fraud. And that's Isabelle from Animal Crossing, because in Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer, she may make a comment that she might be able to write off this trip as a business expense, which implies that she commits tax fraud. Okay, but to be fair, who likes doing taxes? Wario. Wario hates people who are stingy with their money, which means he would actually like people paying taxes. There was a whole thread once about whether or not Wario is a libertarian. And he's not, because he would not believe taxation is theft. Because he doesn't just like keeping money, he likes spending money. So he would not commit tax fraud and would pay his taxes because he basically thinks that if you don't spend your money, why do you have it? He's greedy and wants money so he can buy himself things. Ironically, making him a good rich person because he actually uses his money instead of hoarding it. Like spending money on dumb shit? Yeah, exactly. And like, if I was rich, that's what I would spend my money on, would be dumb shit. I would just be like, buying one-up arcade machines and fucking one of those websites where you can buy arcade prizes and just buying like 1,000 Yoshi plushies for Sora. That's what I would spend my money on. Taxes are for the benefit of others, and Wario does not play nice with others. Okay, that is a good argument against that. However, I still think Wario would agree that if you are rich, why aren't you spending your money? Why are we arguing this? Exactly. How did we get here? Alright, Scrooge McDuck is more of propaganda for rich people. Because he is still very much a billionaire. So he's more, I think he's like a gazillionaire or something. He's the richest character in fictional history. Like, if we're eating the rich, we're having a roasted duck. Like, that's the very first thing we're having. Fun fact, those spikes will instantly kill you. So we would like to not touch them. You can break them with eggs. I have to pause here if I'm going to look at chat. Wario doesn't even pay his employees. Why would he pay taxes? Does he pay them in the sequels? Because I know he didn't pay them in the first WarioWare, but I swear he pays them in the sequels. Is that right? Uh-oh. Oh wow, I'm actually going straight up. What the fuck? I should touch them. I am not touching the spikes. I mean, to be fair, nobody likes paying taxes. Ah, oh, clever. Doesn't pay them in gold, if only for the fact that he wasted all the money on balloons. Rat bastard! Oh god, there's two of them. Okay. Give. I always forget which site you use to do taxes. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't ever paid taxes yet, because I never had an income until now. Oh, by the way, funny thing about the whole bits conversation, if you guys spend bits on me, Twitch does not take a cut of bits, so I actually get the full amount of money. So keep that in mind if you want to support me. For a $5 sub, I get $2.50. For $5 in bits, I get $5. I don't have to do taxes. Well, I mean, the whole point of me becoming an affiliate is so I'll have to so I can make money and then eventually file taxes. If only the bit mines were open, but Twitch closed them. Yeah, you used to be able to get bits for free by watching ads, but I think now you have to just pay for them. Okay, but one of the things Scrooge McDuck touts is that rich people should spend their money and invest and put their... Oh, okay. See, I didn't know that. I never actually watched DuckTales. I didn't grow up watching it. I think I had one of the DuckTales movies on VHS. So yeah, this is the boss. That's the boss. Watching ads for free bits was the mines. Yeah. Now, I'm not saying you have to spend bits on me, obviously. I'm just saying that I actually get the full amount. Twitch doesn't take a cut of bits. Obviously, though, if you really want to help me, subbing does benefit you guys more because you get emotes. You also don't get ads, and, I forget what else you get. Twitch technically does take a cut of bits. Oh, did they change that? Or is it that when you pay for the bits, they take the cut, but when I get the bits, I don't get the cut? Or they don't get the cut. Of course, Disney likes to forget that Scrooge is actually meant to be this willing money spender and just makes him a greedy asshole a lot. 500 bits equals $5 for the streamer, but to get 500 bits, you have to spend more than $5. Okay, so Zeno has a point. Twitch takes a cut from you spending money on bits. However, if you spend 500 bits on me, I get $5, even though you spent more than $5 to get to that point. But I get $5. So Twitch takes a cut from your purchase, but not from what I earn. Okay, that clarifies it. And were you already a sub? Do I make the joke? No. No, I don't think I will. The joke just writes itself. It's too easy. Too easy, too obvious. Clock these little shits. Mate's back on the menu, boys. How did the meme go? Sopa de Macau, uma delicia. You guys remember that meme? Unky. God, how old is that meme? Why do I remember that? No, you don't remember that meme? Don't know how it happened, but people got to making jokes about monkey head soup, which is a Brazilian thing, because Brazil is one of the few countries where it's actually illegal to eat monkeys. Don't look up pictures of Sopa de Macau. It is not very pleasant to look at. I'm gonna look up pictures. I would advise you not. These monkeys are gonna become Sopa de Macau. They don't fucking stop. God, this feels so nice to play on an actual SNES. So for those of you who have used the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance apps on Switch, since I'm thinking of it, do you guys play with your Pro Controllers or Joy-Cons, or do you play with one of the other NSO controllers, like say the SNES controller? Because I actually think they play better with the SNES controller, but the SNES controller is really good for 2D games. So I actually can't knock down that group of monkeys. So I just have to try to avoid them. Use the Switch Joy-Cons and it works pretty okay. Play with the Pro Controller since you only have the Genesis one. Yeah, I have the NES, Genesis, SNES, and N64 ones. I want to try to get one of the other Genesis controllers. Because US got the 3-button one instead of the 6-button one for some reason. The 6-button controller is just overall the better controller. It is absolutely the better fucking controller. One sec here. Just checking something for you. Alright, we're good. I used Pro Controller 2, and it's pretty good. Especially when I was playing Superstar Saga. Yeah, Superstar Saga is great with the Pro Controller because you actually get the rumble support. I really hope we get Pokemon Pinball and Drill Dozer. Because Drill Dozer would make some really good use of the rumble. Since that game actually had its own rumble pack back in the day. Drill Dozer, no. I know what they say, anything's a dildo if you're brave enough. Yet again, another mechanic that's only in a couple levels. These things. Don't know what it is about this game specifically, but there are so many mechanics and enemies that are only in like 1 or 2 levels. Oh, interesting. You have to hit it from below. It makes the game feel fresh. It's just that I feel like they could have done a lot more with some of these things. Country Girls make do. I mean, for Resident Evil Gaiden, since that game is fucking expensive. Wow, you're telling me a Resident Evil game on a handheld that nobody played the game on would be expensive? Who would have thought? Also really strange, but there have never been a Resident Evil on a Sony handheld. God, you're right. I actually never thought about that. They actually could have put Revelations on 3DS too, that's the funny thing. It would have been fucking... not 3DS, Vita. It would have been fucking great on the Vita. It would have been fucking amazing on the Vita, but no, they ported it. Oh, Capcom could have ported Resident Evil 4 to the Vita. I'm actually surprised they didn't do that. But they didn't even put Monster Hunter on the damn thing. Closest anyone got to Monster Hunter on the Vita was Toukiden and Kiwami, which is one of Tecmo's various Monster Hunter clones. And it's basically, what if Monster Hunter had demons and absolutely nothing that made Monster Hunter fun? It's literally just the worst Monster Hunter. Even the Gamecom has a Resident Evil game. That is also true. God, you mentioned the game com, and I'm just immediately thinking of the goddamn, God. Just thinking of the goddamn commercial for it. You're going to self-terminate. Wait, Bal, did you use a... You used the wrong fucking punctuation mark. Yep. What? Jump on it? I'm not grabbing that. They are right next to each other. Well, now that I have this on SNES, I'm probably going to be replaying this a lot more. I love the fucking SNES. It's one of the best consoles, like, ever. We're gonna steal this bitch's kids. And then we're gonna throw them at people. Oh yeah, the fucking long, Shy Guy. Who's only in this one level. Again, another mechanic that is only in one level. I don't know how they keep getting away with this. But they do. Wow, super challenging. That was so hard. It was impossible. I cannot believe I was able to do it. Oh god, the froggies. The froggy people with this, with 4 legs. You can be blue, or yellow, or green. You could have dire scholars! No. Yoshi's gonna use your kids as a weapon of war. Hun, are you gonna use children as ammunition? Peace and child soldier bills. Jesus fucking Christ, Ball. Now, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Okay. Fuck. I feel like Ball is another person who, like me, will think, wow, that's terrible, I shouldn't say it, and then says it anyways. Okay, Metal Gear. I don't think the I shouldn't say it part. No, you just think it and then say it. I just remembered who the boss of this world is. You think it, maybe iterate a couple of times, and then say it. Marvelous. Welcome to my twisted up mind. There is a Twitter account called Welcome to My Twisted Ankle. So, Sorrow, have you played the new Mario Kart DLC yet? Or do you have Mario Kart? Because they added a really good Yoshi's Island track, and it's probably my favorite track in the whole DLC. Oh, that's bullshit. A twisted fucking psychopath. Yay, one. New Mario Kart, but I haven't played the new maps. You should. We should do that together. Oh god, it is this fucker. Well, wait, how many worlds are in this game? Is it 6? Or is it 7? It's the tax frog. Shut the hell up, Simkey. The monkey just got fucking murked by the fake flower. He knows what I didn't do. My text. Fucking Christ. I make one verbal typo and y'all won't let me hear the end of it. Typo in group chat.
Hey, listen.
Thank you for the hey listen, Val. What am I listening for? What does he want? Is it the warning about the tax frog? Fuck! We're good. I also did indeed clip tax frog. Oh, of course. Please send it to me. Uh-oh. Fuck off. You know, I'm just gonna go all the way to the right. Ignore all the other doors. I hate this boss, by the way. You'll all get to see why. Sorrow knows why. Simkey probably knows why. You'll all see in a moment. This is also one of the lamest boss levels, because if I remember correctly, it's basically just 3 rooms that are required. So everything else is optional. Tax Frog is a beloved member of this community. Verbal typo. Well. Oops. Oh, fuck the crabs. Uh-oh. Alright, so maybe I was wrong about the length of the level, but that's what I remembered. Yeah, it's been a while. What is it with Nintendo games and inhaling eating things? Oh, who knows? Oh. Look at that funky little dude. I gotta have a good meal, John. Let's go to the chit chat and get some grub going. Oh, why did that slow down? Ah, because of all these things. Yeah, keep in mind these things are all individual sprites. No, John, you are the good meal. They came out a little more sus than I Mint. It's gonna eat the frogs. I have never had frog before. My mom, I think, likes frog. I've never had it. I don't know if I want to. Flashing lights warning, by the way. By far my least favorite motif in all of gaming. Jabu Jabu's belly in Ocarina of Time is my least favorite dungeon in the game. It's gross. And thus, Yoshi had PTSD. Well, yeah, he got swallowed and then got shat out, wouldn't you? So is it 6 worlds? Or is it 7? And never did his taxes again. All of you shush. It's 6, okay. We'll probably finish World 3 and then quit tonight. And I'll come back with this next week. Also, with Killer 7, I am looking to come back possibly after my May marathon stuff. Maybe. That's what I'm thinking. So it'll be a bit of a wait, and I apologize for that, but I think I'll have a fresher look at the game if I wait. Alright, I'm just gonna sit here for a moment, wait for that to come back up. Every Yoshi's PTSD is that cry. I mean, listen, that cry is one of the main reasons why I will never have kids. I do not have paternal instincts. My instinct is to run. The spikes are also instant death. Simki, I get the feeling you want to get me killed. all I can think about right now is the fucking leftover mac and cheese that we have. My dad really wanted mac and cheese yesterday, so he made mac and cheese. And, the kind he made was some new brand we had never seen before. No, it wasn't a new brand, it was, still Kraft, but it was the, Kraft Deluxe stuff. And it was Southern Homestyle mac and cheese, so it had cracked pepper in it. Really good. There's like a serving left, and I was gonna have that tonight, but that's probably not gonna fill me up, so I might have to have something else afterwards. Do they use real cheese in it? I don't know, actually. It's Kraft, so I doubt it. Because, let's be real, calling Kraft cheese, cheese is an insult to real cheese. Now, to be fair, Kraft Singles are fucking great for grilled cheese sandwiches, but that's about all they're good for. If you want good sliced cheese, go for Sargento. I don't know if that's a Chicago brand or not, but go for Sargento. Or Boar's Head, actually. Boar's Head is not a Chicago brand. I fucking love Boar's Head. You have Sargento here. Yeah, Sargento's pretty good. I like their, Colby Pepper Jack. They also make good provolone. But if you want the really good stuff, you want, Boar's Head. American cheese and Velveeta cheese cannot be legally considered cheese. Or Velveeta cheese cannot be legally considered cheese. Yeah. It's kind of funny when you think about it, how Americans are conditioned to like the shittiest fucking food imaginable. We, as Americans, really have low standards. I'm not even saying that as like a ha-ha fuck America kind of thing. I mean, we really have conditioned ourselves to like shitty food. The British don't really get to talk. Because their food isn't really any better. Good stuff costs too much money, and we don't make enough to afford that. Fair. Yeah, that's why people are wage slaves, because it keeps us conditioned to like the worst stuff, because we don't make enough money to afford the better stuff. Capitalism. Speaking of capitalism, once I get some stuff fixed on my Steam Deck, because I didn't do it over spring break like I wanted to, I'm gonna see if I can get Reciteer working, because I would love to show you guys that. I used to love playing Reciteer when I was younger. I say when I was younger, but it was like 2012, I guess it was younger. Someone once said the British still eat like the Germans are flying overhead. Yeah. Well, a lot of British meals are, war meals. Which is why a lot of them, like beans on toast or toast sandwiches, just look like something not even poor people in America would eat. Like, I'm gonna be real, most British food looks like a cry for help. To me, at least. You guys are so racist. No, we're not. No, we're just talking about the country that blessed us with the death of Margaret Thatcher. Thank you for those, Zeno. I don't have the key. Where the fuck is the key? I don't really have a good safe spot here, so. Those tiny blue hedgehog enemies were originally intended to be blue, and they're named Harry Hedgehog, and they're meant to riff on Sonic. Later iterations of them were switched to purple to avoid copyright possibilities, though. Interesting. Not surprising, though. I literally do not have a key. Where the fuck is the key? What happens if I go all the way over here? Come to think of it, I do remember them being purple in other versions of the game. Yep, so what was the point of coming up here? Oh, there's more. There's something down here, yeah. I think. There's the key. Alright, so how do I get over there? Wait a minute, is this one of those? Yeah, I have to leave and then go up. Forgot, this is like the one level that does this. I like how Sora has been filling us in with Yoshi lore. Swing your... I'm not reading that. No, I just don't want to read it. Yes? What am I listening for? The sound of one ball is clapping. Jesus Christ. You know, I've heard of making tits clap and making ass cheeks clap. I've never heard of making nuts clap. That doesn't sound enjoyable. Hey babe, make the nuts clap. Interesting, interesting, very interesting. I love the soundtrack of Yoshi's Island. Very, cozy soundtrack. Needs more screams. I think Siva Gunner has some rips of Yoshi's Island soundtrack where you just hear Mario screaming. Needs more. No. What Soro's referencing is, Yoshi's New Island. Everyone hated the soundtrack for that game because there were too many kazoos in it. From what I know, Yoshi's New Island is really not good. Woolly World is fucking awesome. I don't like Crafted World as much, but it's not terrible, it's just not as good. It's a fucking beautiful game, though. I would love for them to remake Yoshi's Story in the same engine. You guys saw that, right? The monkey just was on the wrong layer and just fucking slid. It's mediocre. Okay, so the worst thing a platformer can do is be mediocre, in my opinion. Bad platformers can be kind of funny for, like, a little bit. A mediocre platformer is just, like, extremely disappointing. Another enemy that's literally in this one level. That's just a trend. Enemies that are only in a single level. Oh, fuck this enemy. Thankfully, I think this is the only level the enemy's in. This thing, if it eats you, it'll kill you in one gulp. Why does it have dick-sucking lips, though? Big old fucking lips, man. Why? Don't give me big lips. Halfway through the game, you know, one stream. I guess I'll finish the next level. What's the boss? Oh god. This boss is actually kind of fun. Dang old day. Dang old day, let me tell you what. Ah, dang it, Bobby, I will defeat you with the power of my stand. What? Unlike The Simpsons, I actually have seen a couple episodes of King of the Hill. Ward. Oh yeah, these things can absolutely fuck you up. Do not get on them. Mom's good. I am the mayor. I am the mayor. Whoop. Someone I should stream the Halo games. I'm not the biggest fan of Halo, but I wouldn't mind streaming. I do not have any eggs. Egg. Yeah, but here's my husband now. Okay, I mean, like, same, but do you have to say it? I don't want to hit the other way. Here we go. Also, welcome on in. Big boy 123466. That is a hell of a first message. Just saying. I will allow it, but that is a hell of a first message. No, we're not doing this, No. Oh my god, no. Oh. Not taking any fucking chances here. I haven't hit the fucking middle ring yet. Oh my god. Eggs. What's this about Call of Duty Zombies? Please revive the rating. I don't understand. This is a COD joke or something? I never played COD. Alright, that's a lie. I did play. Oh god, I'm out. Fucking eggs. I played Black Ops 2 for like a couple rounds of multiplayer and decided I didn't like it. And I played World at War for a little bit longer before I decided I didn't like it. COD isn't really my style of FPS, honestly. I'm more of a Quake or Unreal Tournament kind of guy. Yep. Yeah, I just realized I've been skipping all of Kamek's text. I feel like this guy was the inspiration for Lava Piranha in Paper Mario. Kamek does think Yoshi is cute. Yeah, unfortunately the fight doesn't last very long. It's one of the cooler fights in the game though because of the egg skipping mechanic. Well, I mean, okay, Sora, you're a Yoshi and you're cute, you know? You just missed the oh dear thing. I don't know what you're referring to, Joe. Alright, so that's where all 4. Secret one-shot in the boss. No, I never got it. I didn't know about a secret one-shot. Okay. That is it for tonight. We will be picking this up again next week. I will post my schedule. I'm thinking... Monday will be Outer Wilds, Wednesday will be Bayonetta Origins. We won't be doing a Thursday or Friday stream for a while. Saturday, I think we're finishing off Left 4 Dead 2, so Sunday will be this again. I will post my schedule tomorrow, though. But that is it for tonight's stream. I will queue up a raid target in a moment. In the meantime, if you want to hang out with me after stream, I have a Discord. If you want to keep up with my bullshit outside of stream, I have Twitter, where you can follow me there. And if you ever miss a stream, you can watch my VODs on YouTube. I always make sure I upload them in a timely manner. Let me see here. Who we raiding? Where we dropping, boys? Boys, girls, and... Boys, gals, and non-binary pals. That's how it goes. Where we dropping? I love this song. And Epic Gamers. Oh. We are epic. Don't discriminate against me, Spike. I am saying we are epic. We are epic gamers. That is what we are. Alright. I will give you guys a choice. Choice? Our options are Planet Zoo, Resident Evil 4 Remake, or Persona 4. What do you guys think? Planet Zoo, Resident Evil 4 Remake, or Persona 4? I will pick whatever I see first. So choose quickly if you want it. Planet Zoo, okay. Well, actually, we have more people in chat. Do we want to put it to a vote? Or just go with Planet Zoo? You want it? It's yours, my friend. As long as you have enough rubies. Sorry, Link. I can't give credit. Come back when you're a little, richer. Alright, well, I don't see anyone complaining. So I guess we're going to Planet Zoo. That means we're going to be raiding Miss Jackie. Well, I haven't gotten to... I don't think I've actually raided her directly. I think I've raided people who have raided into her, but I don't think I've ever actually raided her directly. Raid message. Since this is probably our first time, let's just go with the classic Dapper Dragon raid. Actually, remembering the word raid this time. Alright. That's the raid message. You guys know the drill. You can use my emotes, your emotes, anyone's emotes, really. As long as you get the raid message itself, that's all I care about. As soon as I get follower emote privileges, or instant upload privileges, I will make sure we have follower emotes, so that way you can just use them for the raid so anyone can join in as long as you're following me. I am planning on that. I'm going to make the basic emotes, the follower emotes, and then the more shitposty ones will be the sub ones. Bal, please, I am begging you, do not use that with Miss Jackie. Can we at least appear normal to her? I am begging you. You'd also probably get banned if you did that with her, actually. You never actually joined the raids? Oh, okay, fair. Raid Miss Jackie CR. I should ask her what the CR means. Alright, so, we'll be back tomorrow with Outer Wilds, and then I won't see you guys again until Wednesday. Hope you all have a wonderful evening. Happy Zombie Jesus Day, Easter, whatever the fuck is going on right now. And I will see you all tomorrow. Good night.